Hey everybody, I want to welcome you back to the Rivers Experience. Or maybe for this episode, we'll just say the Mrs. Rivers Experience. What we're going to be doing today is part 2 of our bench build, and that means taking our fabric and our foam and attaching it to our base plate. Our base plate in this case is a piece of plywood that has been cut down to the dimensions of our bench. For us, that means it's 15 inches deep and 72 inches long. I needed a long bench to be able to fit in my entryway, guys, and this is one of the ways that we could do it. Now, we got a piece of plywood, and we actually had Lowe's go ahead and cut it down. They cut down the first piece into 15 inches wide and the second piece into 15 inches wide, and then we had a piece that was approximately 19 inches left over. So the two 15-inch pieces we're going to be using, Eric has already taken and cut down the one piece down to 72 inches for me so that we can go ahead and attach our foam. One of the first steps that we're going to be doing is putting a light coat of adhesive on top of the plywood so that we can get the foam laid out on top of it, and that'll keep it from budging while we go through and put the fabric over the top of it. I ordered a piece of foam online, and the reason I did that was because I wanted a piece that was cut in my exact dimensions that I didn't have to worry about not getting cut right. The other thing is, since this bench is going into my entryway and my kids are going to be sitting on it and my husband's going to be sitting on it, I needed something that was going to be long lasting. So I did get a foam that was a little more dense and a little better quality. So this foam itself is considered a 7-year rated foam. The other thing that happens is we could have had it Dacron wrapped, and a lot of upholstery projects are Dacron wrapped. I didn't want it Dacron wrapped. I specifically wanted these very, very square edges. Dacron increases the softness slightly, not enough to really make any kind of difference, but it does give a rounded look to all upholstery projects, and a lot of people like that, but I didn't. I wanted something that was very, very, very squared off. So I specifically chose not to have a Dacron wrap. I specifically chose not to put any batting on this before I go ahead and put all of the fabric. So it's just going to be this square piece of foam, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out, especially since we have this really cute black and white print going on it. I'll go and get that fabric and start working on that process. Okay, so now for the fun part. This is the part where the bench cushion really starts to take shape. This is the fabric that we've chosen for the bench, and I'll kind of give you a closer look of that. So it's a really pretty black and white arrow, and my arrows are going long ways, so they're going to go along with the 72 inch, so along the length. This is also what is called duck cotton, so that's duck, D-U-C-K, like the animal. It is very close to canvas, and I chose that specifically for the same reason why I chose the 7-year medium density. I needed something that was going to withhold people sitting on it on a daily basis, so I needed something that was sturdier, and that's why I chose this fabric that was this duck cotton that's closer to canvas. We're also going to Scotch guard it afterwards to give it more life and stain resistance. Some of the things that you want to take note of whenever you're going to put this on is this does have a pattern, so I want to be aware of where these arrows are going to be lining up on my actual piece and make sure they kind of fit. So I was kind of hoping, which if my bench were 18 inches deep it would have been a little easier, but it's 15 inches. So it's going to fall to where these almost fit perfectly on the top with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe, 6 arrows, but there's going to be a little bit of hangover, so I need to decide if I want to have this line up with an edge and the back edge of it be a little bit of a hangover, or if I want that evenly split. So that's some of the things that you have to look at whenever you have a pattern. Some of them too have a definite center, and you want to make sure that your center is in the center center of your bench before you start going. This one though doesn't have a definite center because it's just offset. So that's going to be easier for me. The harder part's going to be lining up these stripes the way that I want them to go on the bench. Okay, now that I have my pattern all lined up, I'm going to start actually stapling this down. We're going to do one anchor staple on either side, and then we're going to staple on the long sides, then do the short sides, and leave our corners for last. So I'm going to go ahead and do those 2 anchoring staples so that I can get my pattern set, and we're going to go from there. So I've already done that side over there. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this short side over here, and then we're gonna complete our corner. Now we repeat on the other side. Okay, so we have got everything all stapled together. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. Here is our finished cushion. Looks so good. What we have left to do is to make sure all of the staples are nice and flush and to cut the excess fabric away from the corners. That's going to allow us to make sure that it's nice and tight to our base. And talking about the base, Eric's going to be doing a follow-up video to this one where he builds the base for us. If you want to come along with this series, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you found anything that was helpful in this video, awesome, let us know in the comments. If you think there's something that we could have done a little better, awesome, let us know in the comments. Other than that, you guys have a great day.